Hello there, I am Laurel with Tarot Heaven, and we're going to talk about the world and who that is as a person or an archetype. It's often called a signifier or a significator in a reading, but you can also just get this sort of archetypal energy from it. So who is the world? What does the world look like? This is the world card. I'm going to put this here. So you can see that the world looks constrained in some way with the laurel wreath around the woman dancing, and that's not a woman. It's supposed to be I would say, I guess, a hermaphrodite, but in our own 2020 context, it could be, you know, a trans person or just someone really who has both masculine and feminine energy. And when you're in this field and you're studying it, you know, one of the goals is to combine your masculine and feminine energy. So this person has completed something, right? And it's often somebody who comes back into this incarnation as a sort of a master soul to like help usually like one particular person reach a goal. So this person may not be like the person that'll change the world, but they'll help somebody else change the world. It could also be like a messiah type, but I don't know how many people are going to resonate with that. So, you know, on a real super high level, it could be like a messiah type, you know, or a prophet. But in general, like this card sort of comes up for an administrator, an educator, a teacher, somebody that chooses to come into the earth at this time for a very specific mission. And that mission might be, you know, to help a group of kids or one particular person. And I mentioned constraint before because the world is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is like such a constricting planet. It constricts us in a way that helps us grow and expand. So somebody who gets this as their card, they may have like many experiences in their youth that sort of restricts them, and all these experiences are there for a reason. So, you know, I don't know, they could be shipped up to a monastery or something, and that would be constricting, right? But it also helps aid in their growth to get them ready for this special sort of mission that they have in the world. So somebody who gets the world as a signifier or person, it's like a very serious card. You know, they're serious, they're dedicated, they're dutiful, they want, they could be in like public service. You know, they really want to serve humanity in some way. They could even be a king or a queen or something like this as well, or a president, something like this. But for all of us regular people out there who aren't kings, queens, you know, just being sort of a public servant or could work for the government in some way, because they're very serious. It's a very serious-minded card. I think Saturn is a sort of a serious planet, and that's what rules this card, like I said before. So somebody who is like the world is really, like, they may know that they have to do something kind of special on Earth, but they may not know what it is at first. And that's what Saturn, that's what the world card will do in the beginning of their life, is sort of constrict them. So they really don't have very much free will in this lifetime. You know, this lifetime is really one of service to humanity because they're constricted. So maybe they are sent to like a boarding school, or maybe they're in a mental institution where they can, that's probably a bad example. I don't think they'd be in a mental hospital. I want to say monastery, but you know, I am in the US and I don't know many people who get shipped off to a monastery at a young age. But somebody like the military, they could have, for some reason, go into the military where it's very restricting, and they're not going to have the same job options as someone who didn't go into the military. Because I believe if you go into the military, they sort of, it's give you a list of things that you could do, and then you pick from that. It's not like when we graduate from high school, we can do whatever we want within obviously limitations. But that's what limitations help us do, you know. They help us like focus in on what we're really good at. And with this placement, you'll see that the person is often like constricted from a young age to help them develop their talents that they're meant to utilize in this lifetime. So they can also be kind of religious. So if they don't go into like public service or government, they could be very religious. So somebody that is a good orator or speaks a lot. Somebody who, they could even, you know, be somebody who does YouTube videos or something. Like, you know, like I love Pam Gregory. She's an astrologer. She strikes me as a very Saturnian world type card because it's like her energy is so calm, and she, you know, seems to really want to help people understand astrology and understand themselves better. And that would be a world type of person. So they may be on this world stage. It's very, very possible that someone with a world placement is known at the end of their life, like Pam Gregory, you know, who's very well known in the astrology community, or at least YouTube astrology videos. So somebody like that really is dedicating their life to some sort of metaphysical study or astrology, or, you know, any type of religion, Christianity or whatever, where they're up there on the world stage preaching to people, giving people hope, giving people solace, giving people solace. I'm sorry, excuse me, can I edit that out? So that's basically it for the world as a person. I pretty much covered all of the main tenets of it. You know, public service, government work. They feel very constricted, come into their own around 40, probably well known in their own community, whether it's religious or government work or astrology or something like this. And, you know, they could have some setbacks for the first 40 years of their life. And also the light almost fell on me. Okay. They also have a nice balance of masculine and feminine energy. All right, if you want to learn more about the world when you're just doing tarot readings for yourself, I did put together a website called tarotheaven.com, and you can go to the world card there. I'll link it all below, and you can find out different placements for love and advice and just general card meanings as well. So check it out, and hopefully I'll see you in another video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much.